In order to maximize the revenue generated for your website, Google AdSense features a number of different types and styles of advertisements. Some examples of the different types of ads include display ads with a Google +1 button for sharing, display ads that are animated as a GIF that kind of look like a video, text and display ads tailored to the user based on their past search history, and expandable display ads which expand on the user's screen when they click on the ad. In certain situations, the publisher may decide that he or she would no longer like to have certain styles of ads displaying on their website. Let's take a look at how we can do this. We're going to be working in the same area of Google AdSense that we have been throughout this chapter so far, so make sure that you're in the Allow and Block Ads section of Google AdSense. And then go ahead and click on the Ad Serving tab. On the page that appears, you'll notice that we have a number of ad options that we can enable or disable. In the User-Based Ads section, we have the option of enabling interest-based ads, third-party ads, and social ads. Interest-based ads are ads that are displayed based on the user's website history and other information that Google's gathered about that particular user. By keeping this option enabled, you are also allowing Google to use browsing information about that user that's gathered while the user's on your site. So it's a good idea to keep this feature enabled because it will result in ads that are more tailored to the specific interests of the user currently on your website, and in turn, higher click-through rate and more revenue. Third-party ads are ads based on information gathered by particular advertisers and that has been shared with Google. These ads are very similar to interest-based ads, but the user data used to display these ads may be gathered by a company other than Google, such as one of the ad networks used by Google. Again, if you're looking to maximize your potential revenue, you would want this option enabled as well. Social ads are advertisements that the user's Google Plus followers, usually friends and family, have +1 using the Google +1 button. These ads should also be relevant to your users because if somebody they follow on Google Plus and presumably trust likes a particular advertisement, there's a good chance that the user in question will also find the same advertisement relevant. If we move down the page a little bit, enhanced text ads are basically text advertisements that contain some rich media features, such as a company logo or product images. Generally, rich media ads have a higher click-through rate because they're more attractive to the users, so keeping this feature enabled should also contribute to higher potential revenue for your website. The similar-sized display ads feature allows ads to be displayed on your website even if the ad is smaller than the space allotted by the particular ad unit. This means that you may have a 250 by 250 ad unit on your website, but an advertisement sized 120 by 250 is still allowed to display in that spot if it has the highest bid price. Again, if you're looking to maximize your revenue, keep this feature enabled. Enhanced display ads are advertisements that feature rich media and interactivity. For example, an ad might be displayed that when the user mouses over it, the user's cursor changes to look like something related to the ad. These ads tend to perform very well and attract some of the more credible and name brand organizations. So it's definitely a good idea to keep these ads enabled on your website as well. Animated display ads are advertisements that may appear like a video to your users. Similar to the enhanced display ads, keep these type of advertisements enabled on your website as well because they will attract more well-known companies and higher click-through rates. Expandable ads are advertisements that may expand beyond the size of the ad unit if the user clicks on the particular ad. Again, to maximize our revenue, it's a good idea to keep these ads enabled as well. Also be aware that because these ads may expand into the content of your site once clicked, they may affect the user experience a little more than the other ads that we're talking about in this section of Google AdSense. As a conclusion for this section of AdSense, it's a good idea to keep all of these types of ads enabled if you want to maximize your revenue. Now, there may be certain situations where you wouldn't want certain ad formats to appear on your website. For example, maybe you have an interactive game on your website, and featuring expandable ads that may expand into the game itself would greatly take away from your user experience. This might be a good situation where you'd want to disable expandable ads. Remember also that at any time during the future, you can return to this section of Google AdSense and enable or disable any of the types of advertisements listed on this page.